name is Sam Garcia. I am from Eagle River, Alaska. I have not used mind-altering substances since April 8th of 2016. So I grew up also in an alcoholic household. Starting at about 7, 8 years old is when I first started to experiment. By the time I was 13, it started to get a little more serious. I started to have a little more consequences. I spent my first day in jail. I hit my first treatment center at 13, 14. By 18, it had increased to where I was an IV drug user, and I still didn't see a problem with it. I still thought I had control over it, and it was still not as bad as it was going to get. By the time I was 24, I had lost pretty much everything I thought I wanted or thought I could have: material, family, friends. In my recovery, all those things have changed. You know, I was able to get my family back. I was able to mend those relationships with my family, my mother, my brother, my sister, and I was able to build a lot more friendships from that.
How has stigma showed up in your recovery?
Stigma for me has looked different across the board. In recovery, I probably really felt it my first year until I had been consistent enough to where people knew that I was doing something different and they could trust me in my life. There's still people today though that don't understand substance use disorder or alcohol use, and that when I tell them I'm in recovery, you can tell it makes them uncomfortable and they don't know how to feel about it. For me today, when I come up in front of stigma, I do my best to educate and share. And for me, that is the best way to reduce that stigma. The last time I got released from prison was in 2016. I got released from prison. I had a clear trash bag full of paperwork, and that was everything that I owned. I didn't know what I was going to do. Soon after that, I started on my path to recovery, and I never looked back. Since then, I've bought a home in recovery. I have a family. I got married. I've been able to take trips out of the state. I've been to Vegas sober. I've been to Hawaii. I get to have these amazing relationships in my recovery, you know, that are not based on what I have or what I can do for somebody. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Thank you, Recover Alaska, for naming me a sober hero.